Ragnarok is one of the most dramatic and significant events in Norse mythology, marking the end of the world as well as the rebirth of the cosmos. It is both an apocalypse and a rebirth, filled with epic battles, the fall of gods, and the destruction of the known world. Here's a deep dive into the 8 key aspects of Ragnarok. 1. The meaning of Ragnarok. The word Ragnarok can be translated as the fate of the gods, or the twilight of the gods. It refers to the cataclysmic series of events that lead to the destruction of the world and the death of many gods, but also to the eventual rebirth and renewal of life. 2. The signs of Ragnarok. Several omens and signs signal that Ragnarok is approaching. The death of Baldur. The death of the god Baldur, the most beloved of the Aesir, is one of the first signs. His death is a result of Loki's treachery, and it signifies the beginning of the end. Fimbulwinter. A great winter known as Fimbulwinter comes, lasting for 3 years without a summer. This long, harsh winter leads to widespread suffering and chaos among humans and gods alike. Moral decline. The world will be plagued by treachery, greed, and violence. Brothers will turn on brothers, and families will fall apart, symbolizing the breakdown of society. 3. The key players in Ragnarok. Ragnarok involves a huge cast of characters, both gods and monsters, who play vital roles in the destruction of the world. Loki. Loki, the trickster god, escapes from his bonds and leads the forces of chaos. He sails with the giants and monsters to battle against the gods. Fenrir. Loki's monstrous wolf son, Fenrir, breaks free of his chains and devours Odin, the All-Father, during the final battle. Jörmungandr. The Midgard serpent, Jörmungandr, rises from the sea, causing massive tidal waves and floods, and ultimately battles Thor in their fated duel. Surtr. A fire giant from Muspelheim, Surtr leads the fire demons and wields a flaming sword. He burns the world, engulfing everything in flames at the climax of Ragnarok. The Aesir gods. The main gods of Asgard, such as Odin, Thor, Freyr, Tyr, and Heimdall, fight against the forces of chaos. However, many of them meet their doom. 4. The final battle. The final battle takes place on the Vigrid plain, where the gods, Aesir, face off against the giants, monsters, and other forces of destruction. This battle is foretold to be their last stand, Odin versus Fenrir. Odin leads the gods but is devoured by Fenrir, the massive wolf. Odin's son, Vidar, avenges him by killing Fenrir, tearing the wolf's jaws apart. Thor versus Jörmungandr. Thor and the Midgard serpent, Jörmungandr, engage in a fierce battle. Thor slays the serpent, but its venom is so deadly that Thor takes only 9 steps before succumbing to it and dying. Tyr versus Garmr. The god Tyr, associated with war and justice, battles the hellhound Garmr, sometimes identified as Fenrir's brother. Both are mortally wounded and die in battle. Heimdall versus Loki. Heimdall, the watchman of the gods, faces off against Loki, and the two kill each other in a fierce duel. 5. The destruction of the world. As the final battles rage, the world is engulfed in chaos and destruction. Surtr's flames. Surtr, the fire giant, sets the world ablaze with his flaming sword, and everything burns. The seas rise as Jörmungandr thrashes, earthquakes shatter the earth, and the sky is torn apart. The collapse of Yggdrasil. The great world tree, Yggdrasil, which connects all realms, is heavily shaken but not completely destroyed. It survives the destruction, symbolizing that some aspects of the cosmos will remain. 6. The aftermath. Rebirth of the world. Though Ragnarok results in the destruction of much of the world, it is not the end. There is a rebirth and renewal afterward. New world. After the destruction, the world is submerged under water, but slowly it rises again, cleansed and renewed with fertile land and fresh life. Surviving gods. Not all the gods perish. Some, such as Vidar and Vali, sons of Odin, and Magni and Modi, sons of Thor, survive and inherit the new world. They rebuild what was lost. Lif and Lifthrasir, two humans, Lif and Lifthrasir, survive Ragnarok by hiding in Hodmimi's Holt, a forest, or within Yggdrasil itself. They emerge to repopulate the earth, signifying the continuation of human life. Baldur returns. The god Baldur, who had been slain before Ragnarok, is resurrected and returns to the new world, symbolizing hope and the triumph of light over darkness. 7. Ragnarok's cyclical nature. Unlike many other apocalyptic myths, Ragnarok is not seen as the absolute end, but as part of a natural cycle. In Norse belief, the universe goes through phases of destruction and rebirth. Ragnarok ends one cycle and begins another, with new gods, new life, and a renewed earth. 8. Symbolism and themes. Ragnarok reflects several important themes. Fate. Even the gods cannot escape their fated ends. This speaks to the Norse belief in Wyrd, or fate, which is inevitable and inescapable, even for the most powerful beings. Destruction and renewal. Ragnarok emphasizes the idea of cyclical renewal. Though the old world is destroyed, a new and better world rises from its ashes. The impermanence of power. Even mighty gods like Odin and Thor are subject to death and the forces of chaos, reminding us that nothing, not even divine power, is eternal. Conclusion. Ragnarok is an epic story of destruction, death, and rebirth. It is the culmination of Norse mythology, where the gods face their prophesied doom. But it also brings hope, as a new world and new gods rise from the ruins. The tale of Ragnarok resonates with themes of fate, renewal, and the endless cycles of the universe, making it one of the most enduring and compelling stories in world mythology. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment for more exciting stories like this. Let us know what topics you'd like to see next on the channel. Thanks for watching.